Alright, so let me shoot another video because I want to. So it's again 1:56, close to 2 o'clock. I'm really trying to figure out whether I should record something else. Well, not record something else, but go ahead and make another song, post it, or just go ahead and leave it at 3 for the night. I'm probably just going to leave it at 3 for the night and come back tomorrow or whatever else day and post more. But again, ladies and gentlemen, you can obviously see within the 3 songs that I dropped, all blessings, you're on my mind and good for life. I'm kind of trying to play around a little bit with rock vibes. Yeah, and you can definitely tell that, especially with Good for Life. You can tell I'm trying to play around with some rock vibes, which again, that's exactly the section that I got all those loops from, and I just mix them together because again, that's how all my beats are. They all already come in loops, and I just mix them together and etc. You know, at least most of them. And etc. You can also tell that I'm messing around with the rock category now, which again, like I said before, I make I make multiple genres of music. I don't just make one or two. I don't just make hip hop. I don't just make R&B and soul. I try to make and appeal to as many bases that I possibly can of Christianity, of music, of whatever. As I try to appeal to as many God first, you know, clean and pure bases of things as I possibly can. Again, bridge gaps and keep on trying to innovate here and there and plant seeds here and there and just hopefully learn, build, and grow together through the body of Christ. You get the point. I preach this in practically everything I do. So forth and so forth. So, other songs that are definitely coming. When it comes to the topic of suicide, again, God bless everybody's R&B heart and soul on that topic, but I can definitely assure you that, like I said before, I've had my times, you know, where I felt away, and I definitely, like I said before, I have my songs expressing that. Just let everybody know. And my issues with that is definitely to say, it's not something where I, you know, ever come close to going through with it, because I never do. But I can definitely assure you that, you know, at least for me, it all comes from stress and frustration with certain situations that lead to those thoughts. I can assure you that. And I'm pretty sure that's the same way with a lot of people. You know, but I can assure you, Jesus above all, God got me, and he knows my soul, and he knows what I'm thinking about, and he knows my better tomorrow, and he knows my present and my past, and why this is that, and that is that, and he, you know, again, continuously leading me on, and again, I'm continuously here for a reason. Just let everybody know that. But I definitely have my songs dedicated to that topic of suicide, and definitely dedicated to, you know, my past with, you know, those I want to say definitely those are thoughts, definitely. I definitely have, you know, my past with those thoughts, maybe even my future. But God knows that for better and for worse, you know, I have the songs that I definitely believe that regardless of whoever listens to it, you know, it tells a story, and I want you all to definitely realize, you know, the sentimentals that I'm trying to preach there with the songs. Because one of the songs that coming out discussing it is titled Regretting Life, in parentheses, Back to Life. Now, Back to Life probably might be just the main title, and I'll just scratch off Regretting Life, even though I'm putting that, you know, even though I've already recorded the song, Regretting Life is practically in the entire, you know, chorus of the song, so something like that. But Regretting Life itself is pretty much, it's a song that I'm definitely gonna make a music video for, to let everybody know. Regretting Life is definitely a song that will have a music video company to it, and it's pretty much just gonna be me walking around my neighborhood, or me walking around some other neighborhood. But it definitely, the sentimental or the story behind the song, Regretting Life, is pretty much how I spent my prom night, pretty much. You know, I spent my prom night regretting life instead of out there enjoying life and just having a blast of a time. But overall, knowing the art that's about to come out of it, I'm ultimately thankful to God for it, for better and for worse, because like I said before, I can appeal to so many different bases, and God, again, has his you know, again, has his work in my life, its and bits and etc. And I would love to keep on trying to put it all together in the most best way for his glory and grace in my life and with others as I possibly can, to spread more awareness and keep letting people know I've dealt with this. I can, you know, picture this, or I can do this. I can appeal to that, and you get the point. So, by the way, this is shot on my iPhone right now, and trying to keep leveling it out on my speaker. I think I finally got it the way I wanted to a certain degree. But so the song "Regretting Life," and by the way, if anybody remembers the I believe it's the not the I think it's a band titled "Soul to Soul." Their song, I believe, titled "Back to Life." You're gonna hear sentiments, or you're gonna hear sentiments slash samples of that song "Back to Life" under my song "Regretting Life" under in parentheses "Back to Life." You're gonna hear sentiments of that. And I guess to give you a little bit of a snippet of it, it's to say that in the song I preach, I spent many nights, or I've spent many mornings, or I've spent many days, something like that, regretting life just to focus on Jesus, and he shocks me back to life, you know. And I then get, again, those sentiments of, again, why I'm even here, and my future, and why God is keeping me alive. Because it's like the song that I made way back titled "Keeping Me Alive," where I pretty much said, again, if y'all haven't listened to that, please go back into the YouTube channel and listen to it, because that's like one of my first records, kind of discussing, thoughts of true life purpose and or suicidal, thoughts at times. Because, or if not suicidal thoughts, just definitely, purpose. But actually, if you were to ask me, my sentiments of behind the song was exactly that. It was partially suicide, and it was partially, life purpose. And it was just like, I go through this, I go through that. Why is God keeping me alive? And I definitely say in the song that, because again, in these for the past 3 years, I said before that, Allen East High School, by the way, I said that through the work that I have done with these kids, mentoring them and helping them grow up and develop and etc., is why I do feel like God's keeping me alive, which again is part of my testimony and testament. And let me just go and put it in the middle of my Bluetooth speaker, because I actually had it on the side. But at least for me, it's all real, ladies and gentlemen. That stuff is all real, and it's all adds to a testimony, and it all adds to something bigger, badder, greater, and even more beautiful at the end of the day, when you know how to put the pieces together and know how to create it in the most innovative, clean, and pure content. Something like that, if not completely that. But yes, regretting life, in parentheses, back to life. If you ever heard of Soul to Soul, it's a song "Back to Life," I'm sampling that flow in that song. And like I said before, suicidal thoughts and actions, or the topic of suicide itself, is not something that I struggle with, but I can definitely assure you all that through stress and frustration at times, or just frustration and anger, I can definitely assure you that definitely, I wouldn't say I've struggled with, because I wouldn't say I've struggled with it, but I definitely can tell you I've had those thoughts before, and stuff like that. But ultimately, like I said before, when you focus on Jesus and you realize to yourself, again, why is God giving me life every day? Oh, wait, I do this, I do that. Look at the work I'm doing with the kids. Look at the work that I'm doing here to help this and that person. It continuously gives you that purpose and that self-will for, like, yes, this is great. This is awesome. I can do this. I can make it through this. No matter what is going on here, no matter what's going on there, I know, like I said, with the album even serving a greater purpose, or serving a great purpose, it all alludes to that at the end of the day. Wow, it's amazing how I have to angle this iPhone right now, because it's like almost no matter how I angle it, it's still going to keep on. Okay, then that's probably the best angle I can probably get, to where it won't keep sliding the way you obviously see it keeps sliding, honestly. But again, the sentiments of things. So yes, Regretting Life is a song that's definitely coming out, and I definitely just wanted to express to y'all the sentiments of the reason why the song has already been recorded and will be futurely put out. I don't know what album I put it a part of. Actually, yeah, I do. On My Mind Madness. That's a perfect song for it, or a perfect album for it. On My Mind Madness will definitely have Regretting Life on it, which I don't know whether I'm gonna just put Back to Life as the title, or Regretting Life, and then in parentheses back to Life. I don't know. We'll definitely see. But just to let you all know, if this video is posted within the next few days and or a few weeks, you obviously can understand where things go when it comes to, like, hey, what to expect whenever it is released. But you get that. You also get songs like Don't Worry and Don't Call Me and Bad Nerves that I definitely believe undoubtedly will be on My Mind Madness. Because like I say, if you revert back to even when you revert back to my July 19th videos, my July 19th testimonial videos, you will see how I told you You know, I know I can make this music that appeals to so many different backgrounds, because I know I have these struggles that appeal to so many different backgrounds, and how I'm sorry to those backgrounds that I haven't made that music yet that definitely appeals to them, because who am I kidding? I go through these struggles, if not every day, from time to time, and I know I can make that music that definitely appeals to them and makes them feel like, again, not only is it, you could say you're not alone, but it's also to say, hey, Nate understands what I'm going through, and again, it's like, let's again learn, build, and grow together through that, through those thoughts and through those actions, through those testimonies, through those feelings and emotions and whatever else words you want to put there, and etc. But most definitely, don't worry, don't call me, regretting life, in parentheses, back to life. Those songs, again, on my madness, is pretty much a whole album which I've kind of always wanted to make. It's an album definitely, again, discussing trials and tribulations that I've gone through, past, present, and future, that feel like just madness, you know. They feel like madness that's built upon frustration, anger, anxiety, maybe even depression, and etc. That's what the type of album on my madness is for. It's an album for trials and tribulations with everything that I just named, you know, and etc. And again, I've never been. It's not that I've ever been afraid to discuss those vulnerabilities. It's not that I've ever been afraid to do it. It's just that I definitely want to try to even it out more. That I give you those vulnerabilities, but also give you more of the happy, more of the, you know, uplifting, and etc. But honestly, look at the songs I just released. I mean, I'm giving you some sentiments of love, of You're on My Mind. I'm giving you some sentiments of party with Good for Life, and I'm giving you a rock star party with Good for Life, and I'm also giving you some sentiments of again, I want to say uplifting triumph of all blessings. It's all blessings. It's all blessings. So with that being said, once again, you can obviously see that I'm trying to be as diverse with the topics of the music, and as well diverse with the production of the music, with the beats that I attach and mix to the you know, overall productions of the songs. Because like I said before, I know my bases, I know the ideologies, I know my talent, I know the structure, I know the cohesiveness, I know a lot of things. Not to say I'm, you know, just this automatic music genius, because I'm not claiming that, because there's a lot of people who know way more about music than I, at least for now, know. But I'm definitely telling you that I can definitely dissect parts of music to where it's like, wow, okay, he definitely does know a little bit about what he's doing and what he's talking about. But sounds like My Kingdom is totally 100% dedicated to my dearly beloved alma mater, Allen D. Nease High School. Again, you probably won't find a kid that probably, you know, you probably will, but not to the sentiment of me. You're not going to find a kid that loves his school as much as I love Allen D. Nease High School. And what that means is, again, I put it in a previous video that I'm yet to post. I love my school so much, and I love everybody that is there so much, especially for the sporting events and stuff like that. I love it so much that I literally, again, where I live over here in Nocatee Enclave, I'm over here at times biked from this house over to Nice. Which again, especially some of the conditions that I did it in, I don't know how many times I did it in the cold, but I did it a few times. And you're like, why'd you bike, Nate? Well, obviously because at those times I couldn't drive, you know, and etc. And it's just the fact being that to know that I biked and to know the distance that I biked, and then at times I biked in the cold, it's like, well, what'd you bike for? I biked for sporting events, certain sporting events. And I can assure you that those are things that a lot of people aren't gonna do. You know, and etc. And those are things that, you know, like I said before, because I'm not a person that just wants to keep telling people how much I love them but not live up to it. I'm a person that if I'm telling you I love you, I want to in some which way live up to it, you know, in some type of sentimental way, some type of material way, not just saying it, and etc. Not just giving you a hug and like, yeah, I love you. I want to show it in some type of way like that, honestly, and etc. Going that extra mile that most won't go to, but I did to prove to you this is real, this is sentimental, this is my everything, and etc. Bad Nerves, if I had, definitely have a few more seconds to say. Bad Nerves, again, that definitely will go under my madness, because again, it signals the acts of like people with, you know, bad nerves always finding a way to either argue or have no patience, or probably both. Actually, I need to end this video, so Take care. Thank you all for listening, watching, and subscribing. More coming soon. Peace.